Hello everybody, Noodle Thumb here. Today I've got for you this MultiLock Interactive. This is a Blue Belt dimple lock, and in contrast to the Abus EC750 that I picked yesterday, this is a pin-and-pin dimple lock. So you can see the milling for the outer pins, these small circles, the inner pins, the small circles, and then the outer pins, bigger circles around them. And then the interactive element of it is this that can be pushed up on the key. There's a part of the lock that does that and lifts the dimple, lifts the pin up higher than the face of the key. So kind of cool thing there. Anyhow, let's get to picking. I don't have my usual vise here at work, so I'll be picking in hand. And hopefully still get the open for you. Tell the lock we can just, or the camera, we can just focus on the lock and that my fingers are not an object of interest here. So as you can see from the core movement there, the feedback on this lock is much greater amplitude than it was on that EC750. Which is why I'm okay picking it in hand. So on these, most of the time you want to set the outer pins and then the inner pins after that. I have set the outer pins. I'm now setting the interactive element, and then I'll go back and hopefully set the inner pins and get the open. A little awkward because I'm working around this camera, trying also not to block your view with my thumb. So I am just a little nudge away from opening this. There we are. Okay. So reset that, and then I have to figure out how I'm gonna gut this thing. With this camera setup, oh boy, maybe here we go. I'm gonna move the camera over there, free up a little bit of space. Well, you know what? I'm going to just work around the camera. No, that's terrible. It's asking for out of frames. Alright. We'll just do it like that, and I'll try and scooch around this way so as to obstruct your view as little as possible. Also want to note, you know what? Here's an interesting thought. that way. There we go. I think this might work nicely. It'll be a little weird because it'll be upside down, but at least you will not have my hands in the way. I'll just try and keep the lock out in front of me. And again, I've never gutted a pin lock before, so this will be a learning experience. And I almost just shoved that key all the way out the other side. Let's see how far in it's supposed to go. There we go. Having trouble getting it even. Well, it's that second pin. I was going to say even past the first pin, but it's the second one that's giving me trouble. A lot of times if you take the key and turn it right to the neutral position, that'll help, or just a little bit off. That is not the case right here. So to gut this without a shim, hopefully I've got the right size follower. All right. Okay. So here we have the key pins. I'm going to take those out first. Yeah, this is gonna get weird. Okay. Go 4, 3, 2, inner pin fell out without the outer. See if I can, nope. Okay, let's see if I can nudge it high with this. 2. And 1. So there's the core. Nothing special there really. And here you can just see the inner pins and outer pins move separately from each other. That's kind of neat. And then the drivers. There's 1. Two. Three. Normally I would flip this around for the back half of the lock with this 3D printed follower. It's real crunchy, and having never gutted one of these locks before, I'm frankly just a little bit nervous to do that. Afraid I'll dump things everywhere. And springs coming out, there they are. Alright, so there we have it. I guess I should give you a close-up of these pins. And there you go. Have a good one, everybody.